And we're back on the Mana Symbol channel playing a little bit of Esper Satoru Humans. So once again, a kind of soft synergy deck with Satoru. There's not a lot of super powerful things that you can use to enable his trigger. So when one or more other non-token creatures enter the battlefield under your control, if none of them were cast or no mana was spent on them, you draw a card. So in this deck, we've got Charming Prince flickering things, and then we've got Teleportation Circle. Those are our two main methods of taking advantage of Satoru's trigger, as well as Extraction Specialist. So Teleportation Circle lets us flicker all of our enter the battlefield triggers, our come into play triggers, as I like to call them. And of which we have many, and a lot of them are quite powerful. We've got 6 of these Thraben Inspectors and some portable holes for some early game interaction. We've also got Malevolent Hermit for some stack-based interaction. Jirina, Dauntless General, is a 1-of that we can sacrifice to give our humans hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. And 2 Pyre of Heroes, which we can use to fetch out some of our less of cards. Pyre of Heroes, of course, really great because you can sack any 2-drop to get an Extraction Specialist with which gets back your 2-drop. If you go Specialist into Charming Prince, then you get to flicker the Specialist and get another 2-drop. So with Satoru in play, that can be incredibly obnoxious. Also, if they kill your Satoru on turn 2 and you have an Extraction Specialist, you get the Satoru back and draw a card. So against removal-heavy decks that want to mess with our Satorus, we're in good shape. This deck gets to play the full... I say full. Gets to play nice 3 Thalias on the sideboard, as well as Malevolent Hermit. Knight of Dusk's Shadow also turns out is human. Then we got 1 Fiendslayer Paladin. This is hopefully useful against some of the black and red decks that have been popular. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure what Loran in the Third Path is for, but it's just generally pretty good. And we've got some Elite Spellbinders. So the last time I played this kind of deck, I trounced Lotus Field a bunch of times, which was surprising to me. Like I didn't actually think that would be didn't think that would be a good matchup, but it was. Lauren's a tutorable disenchant. Yeah. Well, last time I was playing 4 Taylor Pratt, so. Oh, and we were talking about the Thassa Deep Dwelling, right? That's probably better than one of the teleportation circles. Yeah, probably. Because it actually has an activated ability. Okay, we're on the draw. We've got reasonable cards here. Hopefully they're not on like hard combo. They mulled a 4. Wow, that was... Goodness gracious. Alrighty then. So probably Lotus Field. Godless Shrine. Nib? Maybe they just had infinite color issues on their opening hands. Drew a Thraben Inspector. I'm into that. Stonecoil, Sentry, and Conjurant. Yeah, Stonecoil's okay. What's... Oh, Ugin's Conjurant. Yeah. I wouldn't want to play Ugin's Conjurant, but... Oh, it's Amalia. Okay. I see. Cool, man. To play this Hermit. It's possible that they mulled to like a Collected Company hand. If they combo me this turn, I get to Reflector Mage and or Portable Hole the Amalia. We probably lose the game from that point, but... Let's see if they mull to 4 and hit turn 3 combo. Oops. No. Oh, but they did have the Collected Company, which is unfortunate. Whew, close one. What payoff are you getting for cycling those cards? The 0 mana. Yeah, it's one of those things that's like a clever concept that doesn't actually pan out into winning games of Magic the Gathering. Now, Stonecoil Satoru works well with Emery. That was a thing that I wanted to do. Yeah, I could beat that. Good draws. Good draws. Pick it up. Yeah, I like Emery Satoru. I mean, I just love Emery. I'm just obsessed with playing Emery in Pioneer because Emery's not good enough for Modern other than in combo decks. So I just want to play fair Emery decks somewhere. And Pioneer feels like the right place to do that, but yeah, Psy is something I want to play in those shells all the time. Uh-oh. Oh, they're just exploring. That's good. That's fine. Rona Amri Cauldron combo. Oh, maybe. Yeah. But Emery's also been cut from that deck, I'm pretty sure, in almost all forms. No? Okay. Okay. So let's go shock. Blue, white, 1. Reflection. Pew! Yeah, grab me a list. So if they want a 1-turn combo, they probably don't have an Amalia. They haven't played it yet if they do. Oh, this is the Sentinel? That's fine. And they can't Wild Growth Walker this turn anyway, so. Of course, my opponent has deployed their implacable death monster, i.e. a 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to cast Teleportation Circle. I'm going to leave up my mana for Hermit this turn. Because I don't feel like getting got by... Well, that won't be a problem if we find a Thalia's Lieutenant, Shana. And I'm going to send back the Innkeeper, because this is actually not threatening very much at all. I understand Shana, but at the same time, like, we can play a controlling role here. Like, they get to gain a bunch of life here if they want. I.e. 3. Amalia on top. That's okay, because we're going to bounce the Wild Growth Walker, and they won't be able to play it next turn. But we are going to have to find an answer after that. Well, no, because they don't have a life gain source. Although they will have a map token if they attack now. They did not. Okay. Well, kind of gotta find an out, huh? It's not an out. Well, it's not supposed to be the aggressive part. The aggressive part is supposed to be when we draw a single Thalia's Lieutenant, which would kill them quite quickly. Like, if my board was a little bit larger, it would be very difficult for them to manage. Should have played the Thraben Inspector. Yeah. Well, don't... Oh, you fool. Unfortunately, their creature combo deck that can Wrath me is grinding better than mine. But they can't cast Wild Growth Walker here. They're trying to, but they haven't read all the text on Reflector Mage. That's why they played the Amalia. So they just bought me a couple turns, which is great. Oh, this deck is not pure aggro, and it never has been. It's like a disruptive aggro deck, because it's Esper. Like, that's what you do. It's like humans. It's a disruptive aggro deck. That's what you play. Yeah, that's smart. What do I think of Is It artifacts in Legacy? I have no thoughts about Is It artifacts in Legacy. I haven't seen that deck. Unless you... Oh, you linked it? That's what you linked? It looks cool, but it's not playing Urza. It is playing Accumulated Knowledge. That's awesome. No, but it's not also playing Urza. I want to play a fair Emery Urza deck, and that used to be the format where I could do it. It wasn't really fair. It was stompy, but... Come on. There we go. Now we're cooking. Or is it just being power crept out? It's a problem for me. The Urza Stompy deck I freaking adored. So I can't attack with Reflector Mage. I should... Well, no, I want to attack with Charming Prince. I want it in my graveyard for future turns. I'm not going to attack with Malevolent Hermit. It's too valuable. Urza to Jewel or One Ring. I don't want to. I mean, I'd probably play this deck. I don't think I'd particularly enjoy it. Pew! Pick it up, nerd. Of course, the real problem is going to be when they collected company for the next one. No, I do. I absolutely want to cast Accumulated Knowledge. It looks unbelievably sweet, Shadowless, and I actually do love what you've presented to me. I just miss when it was Urza, Emery, Narset, and the wheel effect that you could play from the graveyard. Echo of Eons? Something like that. 3, 4. So they're going to Coco? My opponent's trying to mise the win. If they hit a Wild Growth Walker, which there's very high chances that they will, then they can absolutely take this. Did they get it? I didn't hermit it because it wasn't going to counter it, and I'm just going to let my opponent be lucky and kill me. If they're supposed to be lucky and kill me, I'm just going to let them be lucky and kill me, because they can push it through, and then they could very easily hit a Prosperous Innkeeper, and then they can cast their 2-mana spell anyway. It's not the right way to play this. I'm just happy with this game being over. But yeah, they can absolutely Walker now. That's why I let them do it, because I was like, if they're going to hit the thing that they're supposed to hit, then I'll just let them have it. Like, we weren't going to draw through. Okay, sideboard cards. This one. I guess this one. They're not going to kill a lot of our creatures. Unless they're going off. Could probably keep one. And same with Satoru. So we have the Pyre of Heroes. Sure. I don't know. It's just they mulled to 4, and the way they drew out of that game was like, I just don't care. Like, I'm sure I could have tried to stretch that game out further, but just the way it all went down, I'm just like, I don't care. I'm happy to lose that and have it be over and move on to a more reasonable game. Very much hyped for the Kappa Shadowless. Neither of the other cards particularly excite me. Like, Null Elemental Blast looks kind of neat. I think Meltdown is not... the Chthonian Nightmare? Yeah, that's kind of cool. It doesn't seem very powerful, but it's cool. It seems unbelievably fair. Yeah, Winter Moon. Now you're talking about cards I can get behind. Now you're tripping my trigger, baby. Activated ability, okay. With Magus of the Flood? Just with anything. With anything and everything that I choose to play with it. Winter Moon is going to be awesome with all the things that I want to play. Winter Moon goes so hard in coffers. Kind of. I mean, as it's built right now, it's okay. But we'll see. Am I going to play 16 Moon? I mean, at some point, probably. Yeah, you just adjust the mana base a bit. Yeah, Coffer's list could definitely take advantage of Winter Moon, but then if you're gonna play Coffer's lists, then you want to play like mono black mid range. I don't think Urza's Cave is amazing. It's certainly playable. So this can only get something that's exactly one higher, which means I can't turn one of these into the knight. So probably what I do here is play Cavern, attack, and just Otawara. If Necrodominance is real, my freaking god. That's the thing that's like Necropotence, but it's like much, much worse. The thing that sucks is if they have a Wild Growth Walker here, I have to bounce the Innkeeper, and we still don't really... That's fine. Well, the thing about Chthonian Nightmare is it's very fair, right, Shadowless? Like, what is the biggest thing you can get for 3 mana value? Because whatever it is, you can unearth it. Yeah, I saw the max hand size of 5, or someone mentioned it in connection with the fixed Necropotence. They binned an extra Avalia. Okay. Okay. Right. But we have Persistent Goryo's Vengeance already, Shadowless. Like, and Goryo's Vengeance plus an Ephemerate style effect. I don't see Chthonian Nightmare being actually a very exciting card. Yeah. There's better reanimation spells, unfortunately. I'm not saying that it won't be playable in some shape or form, but I'd rather have Oversold Cemetery. Oversold Cemetery would be sweet, but not good. I'm in for that. I played that a lot in Standard. I love that card, but play the Pyre. Oop, nope, not that one. This one. I got triggers. Is 5-color humans viable anymore? Not really. Yeah, it's absolutely viable, especially with the new Satoru technology, right? So life gain card, life gain card, life gain card. Well, here's where we get Skyclave Apparitioned and lose. Or they collect a company for not. Yep, there it is. I knew it. That's fine. Oh, Amalia wins on the Multifor. Yeah, of course. Of course they got both. they It's funny because Collected Company is the absolute worst because I've seen them get a single 1-mana creature and I've seen them get that. And it's just not what I want Magic to be about. But it's fine. It is what it is. Amalia is going to beat up on decks like this. I was hoping in game 1 that like we'd be able to at least kind of show that this was like a feasible thing. Man, I think this deck is playing too many lands. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. I like Spellbinder over Anointed Peacekeeper. I didn't build the deck, so my answer is the person who built it did, and oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Card doesn't matter at all. I don't think I've never played the card Anointed Peacekeeper. From what I remember about it, yes, I do prefer Spellbinder by a lot. Do not go blank me. Biting Palm Ninja is in one of the Satoru decks we were building. Well, there goes my Extraction Specialist. Ah, they're doing the thing. Okay, so this is the matchup where we're probably heavily favored. Smash. 4 or 5 minutes, though, is doing work. But I'm shocked at how bad Biting Palm Ninja is. Like, I would rather play there's a card with Embalm. No, not Embalm, the Eternalize. There's a card with Eternalize that's like Biting Palm, like it's a 1/2 menace, and it can't block. I guess, yeah. It's like Dream Stealer? Is that right? I think Dream Stealer. I would rather play Dream Stealer than Biting Palm Ninja. Yeah, I would much rather play that card. Opponent, you had a free attack. Okay, that's a good draw. Yeah, this is a blowout. I got tricks. The number of times we've flooded in a completely obscene way is really unfortunate and consistent. Yep. Okay. Out of all the things I could have drawn, that is pretty much the best. Because this gets this guy. This guy gets that guy. Draw a card. Just twice Shadowless, but we might have looped the playlist, so let me switch the playlist. Sorry. Oh my. This is really funny. This actually makes them dead, right? Because this can't block and it has menace. It's actually really funny. No, I get you, Shadowless. It's totally fair. They died. You died. It's pretty funny. All right, mono black. Thalia seems good. Goodish. Jirina? Jirina. Probably one's good enough. Oh, Fiendslayer, yeah. Excuse me. Didn't see if they were playing Waste Not. They're probably playing like one, right? I would assume Fiendslayer is more for red decks Shadowless, but yes, you're not wrong. Loran Revealed is also good anti-Lily discard. What? Are you talking Loran of the Third Path? Kind of, but it's almost definitely going to draw them into removal for it. That's like I don't actually think that yeah, obviously with Narset. You go empty-handed and Lily and you yeah, okay, I could see that. Unless you draw them into removal or an instant. Lover with Bowmaster, that's fun. Let's just go down one Satoru. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I guess so, Alacartes, but I don't know. I needed a cut and I couldn't see anything. Maybe it was Reflector Mage. But I already cut one, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's Carrion Lich. I wish. I would love to see the Words of cycle. They took my Teleportation Circle. You'll love to see it. Is Words of Wind bounce something? Each player bounces something? I think so. Yeah, that card's obscene. Oh, they shot the sheriff. All right. Oh, oh. Hiya. Thalia, Garden of Thraben. Yeah, but I feel like that would be like a very on the power level of modern thing to have, Carrion. Like I don't think that that's an unacceptable thing. Well, I guess I'm paying the ward cost. Get out of here. Pew. Oh, Carrion, I want it to play in like a I don't know, like an Urza deck or an Affinity deck or something where you can like slam it and then like play like a Thought Monitor and then bounce the Thought Monitor and have them bounce two things and then you just do that for a while. That seems really fun to me. Certainly seems like fun. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I mean you would never play a words one of those words cards without it like a way to abuse it. Like you just there's no you don't play those cards fair. Well, not the best draw. Well, not the best draw. Hmm. I think I just have to pass here, unfortunately. If I attack with all, they block the Thalia and kill it, and then they are able to murderously murder my. Oh boy. Damn you and your slightly larger creatures. It's not what I wanted to draw, but okay. Chat, we've been walled by 3 toughness again. I don't know where all my Thalia's lieutenants are, but they're not here. Okay, it's nice to see them play this so they don't have access to another kill spell. I mean, I guess I have double Malevolent Hermit in place. I don't really care. Come on. Come on. What is this crap? I really need to play this Extraction Specialist, don't I? Yeah, I do. I don't want these two flipping. Then they're even more unmanageable. Swing first? Yeah, I should have. Well, no, because what am I swinging with? One creature? Like, there's basically no. There's no point in me swinging with anything. Push. Oh, sorry, I need to use this one. But then my blocks aren't very good, Alucard's. Because, like, right now I actually have pretty good blocks. And because they didn't attack, I get to play this face down. Oh, it's not a human. It's funny. Kind of free value. I mean, I feel like it shouldn't have been, but I'm okay that it was. Okay. It's going to take a long time for them to get that thing going. Forsaken Miner, you got it. I think we're destined to win this game. We just have to wait for the right cards to line up. It's like they... Jeez Louise. Okay. That's something. Now I don't want to bounce the Murderous Rider. I mean, I guess I'm bouncing the... Vadmir. Because they couldn't have called it Vladimir. Vadmir. I have a flying creature. Hiya. You know, Vladimir or Vladimir, but the fact that it's Vadmir is really like, okay. It's a good thing they did take that teleportation circle. I think it would have crushed them now. Shoot the sheriff. Yeah. Hiya. They tried to shoot the sheriff, but they only shot the deputy. Whoo! He's a hermit. It's fine. Would you like to make me discard a card? You want to make me sacrifice a creature, eh? Sure. You got my Thraben Inspector, and I will now attack down your Liliana. Yeah, but you don't have any good attacks anyway, so... There we go. Now we're cooking. Pew! How the turntables have turned. Oh, I mistapped here. It's fine. We'll be fine. Are we cooking with propane and propane accessories? I believe we are. Yes. Everything attacks. Good. I should be even better off than I am, but it's fine. My opponent goes to 4. So remember when I was talking about us being a good aggro deck? I mean, we're not a good aggro deck in terms of like necessarily killing people quickly, but boy can this deck put out damage. It just needs to draw the Thalia's lieutenants. Occasionally would be nice. Alrighty. We drew all the card advantage? Let's do it. Well, thank you for sharing your homework, Abstract Dramatic. I want to let you know that we do reward consistency here. Putting in the work is absolutely something we believe in, and I really want to thank you for your efforts. Um, hmm. I suppose this means I can't Satoru on 2, but then there's also a good chance we're going to go Thraben Inspector Portable Hole on 2. Yeah, sorry, Shadowless. I have next to no interest in that. I it's not really in my plans in any way, shape, or form to become a professional streamer at this point. Um, and that's the only reason I feel like I would be interested in making those more of a thing. If there's anything that I can do for you, you just ask me. I'm happy to do things for you. I know you're here all the time. You're one of the best. Like, you're a kind, interactive. The way you contribute to this channel is great, and I just don't. I don't. Sometimes you bet on predictions. That's fun, right? When we remember to do them. But I just, yeah, it's just not. It's just not something I'm interested in putting any time and effort into. I would like your advice on. We have some play points. That I have some play points I can give away. I was thinking of doing like, can a mod do it for me? I think so. Um, maybe not though. That's because it's deeper in the. Um, hold on. Sorry, I gotta parse what the hell I'm doing here. Okay, we do that. We do this. Go black, blue. Play the Satoru. Hope that he doesn't get fiery impulsed or axed. Um, One of the ways, yeah, I'm on the account. I've been on the account all day, Elcartis. What I would like to do is, I want to do a tweet when I go live. I used to do them all the time. I haven't been doing this much recently because, again, not interested in becoming a professional streamer. But I want to include in the tweet, like, tell me your best story about blank, or like pick your favorite of my decks that I've ever played, and then give away the play points to a random person who has fulfilled that condition. So that's currently what I'm interested in doing for the play point giveaway, because it, like, quote unquote drives engagement, which again I don't really mind that much, but if I'm going to be part of the MTGO creator program, I think that's a good idea. I think I got 6 codes, and so I would give them away. That's fine, Shadowless. All you have to do is answer, and I'm going to give it away to someone randomly. But then we could do other things on other days, like tell me your favorite Magic card, tell me your favorite Magic card art, tell me your, like, whatever. It's just an excuse to get people to put themselves on a list so I can choose randomly, and it'll be fair. One or two on stream, 3 or 4 on Twitter. How would I? Uh-oh. Galvanic Treasure Cruise? Galvanic Lightning Axe. Brutal. All right, well. Well, that's fair, Shadowless, but that doesn't actually... I don't want that actually to influence who ends up winning it. Winning the play points. Boy, do I look... Boy, do I feel really dead here. And somehow we don't have Rest in Peace in the sideboard. That feels wrong. You want to reward people for being wrong? Yes. I have so many more clues than I'm going to have time to sacrifice. Especially with how aggressive their draw ended up being. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Alucard is. Like, I'm not super invested in people having the right answer because some people are newer or whatever. Of course they have it. And it's 6 and 6 even if they only get one turn. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's not killing me. It's probably a bunch of removal, but it doesn't kill me. I like the part where I'm not dead. Yeah. No, I understand Shadowless. It's just not they don't play any actual burn. But unfortunately, I don't play any good interaction for these Phoenixes. I can gain life here, which is great. I suppose the better way to play this is just play the second Charming Prince. Yeah. Gain some more life. Flicker Charming Prince at end step to gain even more life. And we've got Malevolent Hermit up for purposes. Might have removal here. If I have to, I could sack the Hermit. They almost definitely have double removal, so it doesn't really matter, but... Does Courtyard tap for Hermit? It sure does, but I left it up rather than a clear blue source because some people might not realize that it can. Because it specifically mentions... well, that's not good. Spend this mana to cast a creature spell or to activate the ability of a creature's source of the chosen type. Yeah, it actually does. Cavern does not, but Secluded Courtyard does. If they have a land and they can boot up a Hall of Storm Giants, we can block. So we're not dead there. Leisure Rider. Okay. Woof. I hate that card. And they were able to discard a Spell Pierce. That's rough. And they picked up a Lightning Axe. No more Phoenixes, but maybe they get to discard one. With a third creature type land, I don't remember what that is, and I don't know if it's legal. Oh. Did I died? Almost definitely. And I'm not sticking around to find out. Well, this is a touch unfortunate because I don't have any rest in peace. Well, it's legal? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we just don't need to play that many of that effect, like because we have non-creature sources that we need to play. We also just have like things that we need to activate, or we need to play Teleportation Circle. So, um, I will... Jirina? I think I only want the one Jirina. If I'm getting Anger of the Gods out of these games, like we have had a really hard time drawing Thalia's Lieutenant in every game we've played. But I would like to believe that we draw in some game we draw up at a reasonable pace. It exiles their Phoenixes, yeah, but they usually don't have them in play when they cast it. Like a lot of Phoenix decks do sideboard some Anger of the Gods, and they just play it carefully. No, they definitely play it. I've played multiple Phoenix lists that have Anger of the Gods in the sideboard. And I played against multiple Phoenix lists that play Anger of the Gods in the sideboard. Wait, what? Holy crap. I don't know what I thought the first line of text on that card was, but that's not what I thought it was. Yeah, I should have sideboarded that in. Did not realize that. I don't know why I thought the first line was like... I thought the first line was like an anthem or something about getting counters. It's not my fault. The card came out when I wasn't playing. It's not my fault. Well, here's my 2-mana portable hole. Yeah, that's my fault. Well, that's us learning. I have to play with cards to learn them, or I have to not play with cards to learn them. You're trying to tell me? You're failing to tell me. Yeah, but also, no, doesn't make anything indestructible. It's Kudro's, the General's bodyguard? There's a card from the same set that makes some humans indestructible. No, I know what General Kudro is, because he exiles cards and is an anthem, and he can sacrifice he can sacrifice what is like a human, and then you kill a creature with power 4 or greater. He's got so much text. General's Enforcer. That's the one I'm thinking of. No, it's General's Enforcer. General's Enforcer is the card I was thinking of. No, I know Jirina does that. That's why I was talking about Anger of the Gods when we were talking about Jirina. No, Jirina should have come in. I'm a fool. Well, this was a great draw. I have so many clues that I cannot use. Smash? Well, hopefully we just like mise out this game and then win game 3 on the back of actually sideboarding the right cards in. Because we've finally drawn like the right number of lands for a game. 2-mana sleight of hand. Love it. Love it. Got him. All right, let's correct these sideboarding failures. So keeping the portable holes was good. Thalia's good. Hermit's good. Jirina's good. I want to keep the 1-drops because of Pyre of Heroes turning it into 2-drops. So maybe it's just Reflector Mage. I only need one because we've got the pyres. Yeah, that seems fine. You don't think this is the circle matchup? It would just feel weird for me to bring them all out, but you're probably right, especially because we're playing Thalia. You broke the bot. It might be whispering to you. Alucard says, if you send too many requests to the bot, it starts whispering. It's not? Okay, then you broke the bot. I don't know what to tell you. What do you want me to do about it? I didn't build it. I didn't build the damn bot. Consider. They bend a lightning axe. That's a good look for me. Maybe they're light on lands? Not light on lands. Or potentially they were and they just drew into that one. Okay. That's actually a great draw. Because now we get to go Malevolent Hermit into Thalia. Hiya. Ugh. Oh, they're playing Brotherhood's End. Interesting. Brotherhood's Tiff. Brother's Tiff? That's what I always used to call it. Brother's Tiff. Are they missing the third land? Ooh, they might be. That's okay, Alacartis. I like that anyway. But the fact that they're not playing Anger is big because we've got extraction specialists. Woo! Brutal. But at least they had to discard. The tempo. The tempo. When can Pioneer have the Fire Spouts colored paid cycle? Return to Lorwyn? Which is, I guess, the same as saying never. Scry 2. Good draws. Sure. So that means if I overcommit to this board, but then. I think we pass here. I want to crack this clue. Two lava glide pathways in play is kind of nuts, huh? Oh, that's a great sign. Oh my god, this rules. And now they're going to be like, oh, an opening. Let me 2-mana kill this Thalia. And then I extraction specialist it back. Perfect. Thank you. Played right into my hands, opponent. Right into my hands. Go post-combat. Handy dandy like sour candy. It's supposed to be fine and dandy, but Thraben Inspector. Come and join the body wrist too. Oh no, my Thalia can't attack or block. That's probably fine. Oh damn, they're attacking for 1. They probably have another Brotherhood's End or something similar, huh? That's gonna suck. Oh yeah. Oh, this time it was anger. See? Told you. It was vigilance. Yeah, but that's not why they attacked. Told you they have anger. Time to draw a card. I mean, unless they have a Fire Impulse or an Axe, which they almost definitely do. Nope. That's good. If we could ever draw a Jirina. Someday we'll return to Lorwyn. I think it's more unlikely than ever. And I base that specifically on the fact that we've already returned to Eldraine, and Eldraine had a horrific first showing, and somehow we've gone back. And in my opinion, Eldraine is like the fixed Lorwyn. It's like everything that Lorwyn wanted to be, but actually people like it. And again, the first one was a colossal mess, and people still like it. This is an Axe or a Treasure Cruise. It's a cruise. Hey, Corey TC. Axe, yeah. They definitely have abstract dramatic. I just don't see that as a realistic thing. Like, it's just such a to me, Lorwyn seems like quite the abject failure. The reason I see us going back is Neon Dynasty. Everyone hated Kamigawa. No, not everyone hated Kamigawa. You're not wrong. But also, and I want to be clear about this. This is honestly my opinion. Neon Dynasty was not a return to Kamigawa. That was an entirely new world that they called Kamigawa, and they vaguely tied it in, and there was like they explained away that it was Kamigawa. It wasn't really Kamigawa in any way that matters to me. It was cool. It was an awesome set. I love Neon Dynasty, but to me, that was not the return to Kamigawa that Kamigawa fans were asking for. So, yes, it's possible they'll do the same kind of thing for Lorwyn. Kamigawa was also set in the past. Yeah, but they didn't need to have it futuristic up. Yeah, that's a big problem for me. Abstract dramatic. I hate that. But also the fact that snake people and Naga are not the same creature type really drives me nuts. Like that the Orochi were then Naga, except they weren't called Naga. Daniel from Brazil, that's oh my god. Jesus. Well then. They have a lot of board wipes in their version of this deck. I've never seen this many board wipes. Okay, let's draw into Jirina finally, please. Jirina? Nope. I have 3 of them. Jirina. Oh, great. Naga are water and not snakes. What are you talking about? The first place Naga appeared is the desert world. No, wait, second. Technically, they were also on Tarkir? Tarkir. The place I remember them from is Amonkhet, but they were on Tarkir as well. Well, hopefully their hand is entirely crap, but I doubt it. I do have a... Jeez. All right. I don't think we're getting through this one. I have a Pyre of Heroes on top of my deck, which is insane, but I don't think we're going to get through this. Naga are general underwater and fight with merfolk. I don't think that's true at all. One, there were no merfolk on Khans and Tarkir. There were no merfolk in Amonkhet. I don't know what you're talking about. I agree you seem to be making things up. Yeah, that's World of Warcraft lore. All right, we're dead. All right. Oh, are they really Alucartes? Yeah, they should do that. They always should have done that. That was a huge mistake. Wasn't there a 10th edition? Well, I mean, that's a core set, right? Probably blue. No, no. No, 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 no. 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 No, no. No. Could be. Nope. No. 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 No, 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 no. No, no. 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 No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. No, no, no. No. Mulligan. Yes. Blue lizard guy, huh? Well, I didn't see any blue lizard guys that we just looked at a whole set, so. Well, there goes my pyre. Probably. They took my Satoru? Oh, well. I choose not to be angry. You think Hound was better than Dog? I mean, you're just wrong. And that's fine. You're allowed to be wrong. Viashino creature type had been changed to lizard. Rosewater noted that creatures were still Viashino from a flavor standpoint. He expected previous Viashino to relieve the lizard errata as well. That's great. It's the way that always should have been. I mean, obviously with Viashino, they've been in the game a lot longer, so there is a good, I don't know if precedent is the right word. This doesn't do anything for me this turn. I mean, it gets it out of my hand, but that is absolutely a hot take, abstract dramatic, but I'm on the other side. In fact, that's a great idea for a poll. Witchin. Dog. Hound. Go nuts. I agree that Hound sounds more like mystical. I also don't care. Like, it's just not. That does nothing for me. I don't care that it sounds more mystical. It's just wrong. It definitely sounds more like a fantasy creature type, but it's just wrong because they're not all hounds. Now, if they made every dog a hound, that would be fine. If every dog in the whole Magic universe was only a hound, that would be fine. But they weren't. They never were. It's actually funny that you say that because to me, Let Loose the Dogs of War is the way I imagine that quote. Wasn't Dogs of War a video game? I feel like Dogs of War was a dogfighting, like piloting video game. Yeah, they're gonna Helix my Thalia's Lieutenant. This is an odd game. Other than 7th, 8th, and Chronicles, what else was White Border? 9th? Oof. Man, this is rough. I mean, obviously their draw is rough too, but yeah, Dogs of War. Thank you. Cry Havoc and let's slip the Dogs of War. Yes. Okay. Oh my god, what the hell? Well, that's a whole thing that just happened to me. Hounds of War was a movie, sure. Well, we are incredibly dead, huh? There's probably something else Shadowless. Oh, no, all the old core sets were revised, 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition, 6th edition, 7th edition, 8th edition, 9th edition, and Chronicles. No, 6th through revised. Every, like, reprint core set. Okay, if I'm going to win this game, I'm going to do it by play. The first thing is I have to not die, which means I guess I have to do this. And take 4. 10th edition was not. 10th edition was the first core set where they decided no longer to do White Border exclusively because White Border was just so unpopular. They just caved to public opinion that White Border was not a good look. So they just decided, all right, I guess we're not doing White Border anymore. Helix my Reflector Mage. It's garbage. I mean, it's fine. I just think it's funny. You could play one rip against Amalia Dragon Party podcast, but it depends on what your deck is. Okay, so assuming that nothing else horrible happens to me, I mean, if they have any other vampire, I'm toast, and there's nothing I can do about it. But assuming that doesn't happen, can take the 6, and then I can Reflector Mage, and the best way to do that is Extraction Specialist into Satoru. So theoretically gives me a 3-power creature to kill Soaring with. So it draws me a card now. Okay. You think I'm dead? I do too. Absolutely. But I'm not, so until I am, I'm not conceding. Is Dross a vamp? It's not. It's a Phyrexian demon. We had a 2-2 for Dog versus Hound. It's funny. I mean, even if it was, it would put me to 1. It wouldn't kill me. That they were going to throw it? Yeah, they can't. The problem is I can't Pyre of Heroes because then I die. But if I get to attack with the Extraction Specialist first, I can. It looks like I'm going to get to. So we might be okay. Might be okay. At least for one more turn. Then they cast the Vein Ripper and it kills me, but still. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Pew! Okay, still in this. Technically still alive. That's very beatable. So I want to kill this. I can Specialist for a 2-drop. Yeah, I have Thalia's Lieutenant. So we go Specialist, Lieutenant, Trigger, Pyre, get a Reflector Mage. And now we have enough life points that we're not just going to die on the spot. We're doing it. We're doing it, team. Come on. Vein Ripper. Yep. So we just rinse and repeat the last play? Yeah. Got him. In one turn, they went Vein Ripper, Harvester of Souls, and we came back and won. That was something. I'm very impressed with what this deck just managed to pull off. That was slick. I would like to play one Thalia. I think that's all I'm gonna do. It certainly did this time, Abstract Dramatic. Certainly did this time. Yeah, there's certain streamers. I mean, I say streamers, content creators specifically, like M Hayashi and I guess Reed Duke is probably one of the more famous ones that like I see frequently. Like they definitely come from the never concede school, and boy, are there some really miraculous wins that they pull out. One Pyre. We're playing two. We're playing two in the main deck. I will increase it after this league because it was one of the best parts of this deck so far, and it combos with Satoru, so it's doing the thing that we came here to do. Uh-oh. Yep. Well, that's a shame. I mean, I can kill their Soaring, and I think that I should. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Need a land here. Oh boy, is that ever not a land. Well, it's a huge problem. Almost definitely doomed here because they, at minimum, they hit their next land and have the hive coming in. Okay, we died. Oh, well, not technically. Although I can't deal with the Vein Ripper without dying. So I guess pretty much. Oh, right, and then that kills me too. Forgot about that part. Okay, it seems fine. So it seems that the punt in the previous game by my opponent was putting in the Vein Ripper and the Harvester of Souls. Don't do that. Just play one or the other. If you play both, apparently you're going to lose. I don't make up the rules. Thoughtseize? No. Nazis. Not really what I'm looking to draw at this point of the game. Now that's a little better. Hiya. Yeah, it's tough, Lawn Master, when you find yourself in that situation. Oh, they didn't have the Sauron. This is very good news. Let's see if they give me what I want here on the attack. Perfect. Thank you. Hello. Pew. Discards an Archfiend to the draw, so they're on too many lands in hand. An Archfiend would be great. Love seeing them play Archfiend here. Ooh. Actually, not great, but it's kind of cool. What do we got? Anything good? No. Is Gates a real deck? People keep suggesting it to me, but they're the kind of people that I don't necessarily trust that they're giving me a deck that's good. Yeah, Elvish Rejuvenator's a hell of a card. It's something. I don't know why. I thought Fiendslayer Paladin had double strike. It most certainly only has first strike, which I don't think that's anywhere near good enough. Push my... Yeah, sure. You fool! Now my Satoru can attack. Oh, the land turtle rules, though. I love the land turtle. I never got to play that card, so I would be really excited to try it out. Oh my god. Well, that was not something I was prepared for in any way. That got me good. Time to rebuild. I mean, we'll see. Because they picked up at least one card that draws them a card. I think they picked up the Blood Tithe Harvester too. They just didn't bother with the Archfiend, which is... I don't like that. Because Archfiend is one of the worst cards in their deck against me. I would like them to want to play that card against me. Oh boy. My veins. And they kept mana untapped. I don't like anything about this. But whatever. I think I'm going to sack the Reflector Mage because I want to attack the Soaring with 2 creatures because I think they have removal up. So it seems like a kind of loose play, but it's not. Yeah. I'm just so flooded this game. It's been rough. What's the format for that Gremlin? Standard or quote unquote Pioneer? I know they don't call it Pioneer. It's not Pioneer. It's something that's not quite Pioneer. Pioneer? It's not Pioneer. Okay, Pioneer in quotation marks I accept. Explorer, thank you. It's not Pioneer. Can't call things that they're not. Actually, I heard that they do, which is kind of annoying to me. That's really frustrating. Oh, no, it's not. This is fine. I'm actually really lucky they did that way, because now my Teleportation Circle is going to stick next turn, most likely. And I have my friend. Hiya! Opponent stop. No, we're good. They just keep drawing me into more Reflector Mages. It's great. Oh, god damn it, not again. Okay. Okay, so white, blue, 1. Reflector Mage. Bounce the Vein Ripper. This time, we're definitely going to. I'm going to play Teleportation Circle at the end of this turn, yes. So it sort of doesn't matter what I sacrifice. I don't need to attack with this Reflector, or this Thraben Inspector, so I'm going to sacrifice that. It's fine. That goes back. Attack Soaring with both. It'll die, then kill one if they want. They kill the Extraction Specialist. That's great, because now I get to get it back with Teleportation Circle. If I want. Oh, human spells. Oops. So many undo keys. Okay. Wait. That's... Oops. Whatever. It's fine. I still get to draw a card. Oops. So I could have done that in a way where I kept my Extraction Specialist. Yeah, I got ahead of myself. It's fine. Probably. But maybe not. Let's find out. I am going to start drawing a lot of cards. And I still have an Otawara. And I have a pretty reasonable clock. That's an okay draw. Hey, opponent, my board is now indestructible. Enjoy. Smart. Guess I could have done that after combat, but I'm not going to worry about it. Pwing! Let's just blank both Reflector Mages. Because then I have a 0% chance of messing up and not getting the Satoru draws. Satoru triggers more than one time per turn. Something I didn't realize about the card when I first saw it. I don't know how many times we've beat these Vein Rippers, but it's pretty funny. Thraben Inspector. Bounce that. Hold on, if I play Thalia, this costs one less. And also, I don't actually want to sacrifice the Thraben Inspector. Sacrifice the Reflector Mage? Seems wrong. Oops. I need to tap blue. Oh. I have so many legendary creatures in play that I didn't realize. Well, it's fine. Sack Thalia? I don't wanna... I don't know that I can re-choose my creature. It's not letting me. And if I hit no, it's probably going to counter my Otawara. Yeah, I probably should have sacrificed Thalia, but it's fine. It's fine. I have Jirina in play, so we're okay. Worked out, yeah. I mean, vaguely. I don't think I would necessarily call that working out. All right, now we're talking. So my opponent can cast a Vein Ripper every turn. The question is, can we beat a Vein Ripper every turn? And I think the answer is yes. Now I can kill it? Can I? I don't understand. I think what I'm supposed to do... Land does 4, it's 6/5. If I want to sacrifice one of the creatures I have in play, yes. I think they'll block a 2/2. I think they will too, but Oh, no, it just means I attack with only Satoru and Thalia here. I think that's the right play. Yeah. What do I want to sacrifice to the trigger? Hermit. Eiganjo costs only 1 mana to activate here. Okay, so we go first strike damage, pew, and then Eiganjo. I got tricks for days, opponent. Damage on the stack? I mean, yeah. Would be nice. Let's go Scry 2. Bottom. I guess I'll keep that. Sure. So let's slide Thraben Inspector, then Satoru. Satoru comes back first, draws me a card, brings back the Thraben Inspector, draws me a card, makes a clue. We killed a Vein Ripper. I also have an indestructible board. And if I hadn't been so silly and lost my... Wow. If I hadn't been so silly and lost the... Okay, that's a great draw. Lost the Extraction Specialist, we would have been in much better shape, but it's really neither here nor there. Isn't Charming Prince just the better target for bounce over Satoru? No, because then it sends away the card until the end of their next turn, which doesn't necessarily work out the way you want it to. Now, if I wanted to... Okay. If I wanted to bounce the Vein Ripper at the end of their turn, what I can do is just for the gain 3 life and draw. Probably. I just wanted to untap my creature that was tapped. It seemed efficient. But you're almost definitely correct. If someone in chat is suggesting something, just assume that they're right, people. Because I am tired, and this deck has an insane number of lines. It's Magic, Juan. Sure. My number one conclusion about this deck is it wants to play more Pyre of Heroes. This deck needs Tiny Bones? It's not a human. Tiny Bones, not a human. Okay, we're against Yagantha, which is probably red aggro, which is probably really bad for us. Demonic Ruckus into exile. You love to see it. Favorite little undead cowboy. Like an undead cowboy. Ba-bow, bow. Oh, look at the thing they did. So fancy. Like an undead cowboy. Ba-ba-ba. Bring the ruckus like Wu-Tang Clan. I have no idea what the lyrics of whatever song that is are supposed to sound like, so I apologize. But not really. No! They're allowed to plot? That doesn't seem fair. Oh, they're heroic. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Land's gonna do things. Yeah, here's hoping. At the moment, I'm just gonna hang out with my 2 Malevolent Hermits up. But boy, is that Slick Shot maybe gonna kill the shit out of me. Oh, you're talking about Eiganjo. Yeah, that would have been great to hold up. I didn't. Because I could have played Jirina instead, and then I would have the option of Hermit or Eiganjo. I should have done that. Yeah, I understand, Carrion. I just wasn't thinking about that. Because I was thinking about the double Hermit play. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's the Slick Shot. Probably going to take 5, maybe 7. Ancestral Anger. 1 plus the number of wait, what? Does this give a creature +1? Resolves. Yeah. Whoa. No. I mean on the first one, Abstract Dramatic. I just didn't expect them to play a card that's so bad. But I guess that's the heroic deck. Like they do play cards that are just kind of ostensibly bad. Woof. No, I understand that I think it's standard in no, I'm sure that it is. I just haven't seen anyone playing actual heroic in a while, and I just forgot like what that looks like. Yeah, it sucked. Oh, I don't have any creatures to sacrifice now. Well, let's hope we get them with the Eiganjo. Because otherwise I'm toast. So the fact that they can plot after Reflector Mage is really not great. Am I watching X-Men 97? I have not started. Monstrous Rage. Am I willing to take 6? Probably not, but yeah, they'll go for more. Do you have a protection spell? Yeah, of course they do. Okay. So Teleportation Circle is definitely pretty rough here. Spellbinder may be okay. Yeah, Heroic is just, I think it's just going to be a rough go for this deck. It's got to be incredibly lucky. Thalia is a big deal against them. Thalia is a big, big deal. So, like, this is a very reasonable hand with no interaction. I'm going to keep it, but I think I'm going to die with this. We did really reasonably well with the last deck, Jen and I. I punted the last match, so it could have been a 4-1. But then again, they punted game 2 in that one, so it was a 3-2. This one seems much more like a 3-2 kind of deck, which is fine. That's what we're here for. I think everyone understands that the mana symbol channel is here for 3-2s. It's kind of the point of us. The point of the mana symbol channel is a lot of 3-2s and 2-3s. Not every deck can be Stormcrow control. Ain't that the truth? No blocks. Jeez. I guess given that I have Extraction Special in my hand, I should have blocked there. Yeah, I definitely should. Oh my god. Well, take the Reckless Rage. Too bad about the part where they can still cast it, huh? It costs 2 extra? Yeah. Well, that sucks. So if I go block, 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 they kill the Elite Spellbinder for 3 mana. But they can also just pump it a bunch of times, and then it just crushes through. Oof. Everything sucks and we lose. I'm just not making very educated blocking decisions because I'm just not willing to do the math. I just don't care. I think we're in a terrible, terrible position here, and everything sucks so far. That's true. So now they just have a 5/6 trample. I'm just calling GG and scooping out. I don't need to play the rest of that. So definitely going to be rough against Heroic with our incredible lack of interaction. I honestly felt that after playing this league that Teleportation Circle's out, Pyre of Heroes is in. It was by far the better card almost all the time. especially with everything in the deck being a human essentially. And then we can kit out our main deck with a couple more toolbox targets, and shape it around that. Because we're not going up to 4 anymore, go down to 23 lands. Charming Prince can go. No, Charming Prince is one of the best things to do with Satoru and with Extraction Specialist. Yeah, the loop with Specialist and with Satoru, like both those things come together to make it a very desirable thing to have. I would want maybe a 4-drop human. So hold on. Double Striker, question mark. Maybe? Boy, there are way more of these than I was thinking. I know the one you're talking about. Blade Historian? Blade Historian. Yeah. Bruce Tarl, though. Although we want to focus on Esper colors. Good lord. There are way too many 4-drop humans that are legal in this format. Buck Up 1? What the hell is Buck Up? Oh, backup. It's a single word? That seems weird. It does nowhere on here does it explain what backup does. That's crazy. Players may put a number of +1/+1 counters on a target creature equal to the backup number. If another target creature's control is chosen, that creature also temporarily gains all abilities printed after the backup ability. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at the many cards at the top of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card. Whoa, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to play that in this deck, but it's pretty good. Well, anyway, I think that's the go-to 4-drop. Maybe an Urtai Resurrected. I'm sure there's some other good ones, but those are the first ones that come to mind as we go. Oh, Hostage Taker. That'd be sweet. Nah, see, there's way too many sweet cards. Anyway, this would be where I would start with this Satoru Humans shell and see where we go from here. And yeah, Jirina was definitely something I needed in one of the Phoenix games that I didn't have. Although we ended up winning that game and then losing the next one where I had all the Jirinas in. And Amalia is also a difficult matchup for this deck. Even with all the Knight of Dusk's shadows, they could just remove them. And as we saw in game 1, they mulled a 4 and they just put a board into play. And then we got beaten to death. Or we got comboed out eventually because their board was just bigger than mine because I couldn't draw into a Thalia's Lieutenant. Now, obviously, the 4 Pyre of Heroes will help with that. Potentially you want some more Thraben Inspectors or Novice Inspectors. Although 6 seems okay, because a lot of the time our mana gets tied up doing a lot of other stuff. And so I don't necessarily want too many more clue tokens. Although I guess without the teleportation circles, we won't be generating infinite extra ones, so that might be nice. Maybe add some get lost in the sideboard. I mean, there's a lot of options. There's absolutely a lot of options. I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, it's a tough deck to crack, but the fact that we went a 2-3 is not overly bad for a first go and a first draft, and just finally proving to me that I don't think Teleportation Circle is worth playing in this kind of deck. But the Satoru is really cool in this deck. So Pyre Satoru Extraction Specialist, Satoru Charming Prince. Now we're talking. The Teleportation Circle is just not worth it in general, I think. I mean, it was okay against the black-red Vampire Archfiend deck, but that's not really saying much. Anywho, I think that's going to be it for me for now. But if you're watching this in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos, and I will see you there.